Good morning, everyone. This is August the 7th, 2026. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone is blessed and favored. All right, this is the second day. I don't know how long I'm going to continue to do this. I just do it as I'm led to do this. I'm doing a Bible study with me, and I'm just reading some scriptures and I'm elaborating on the understanding that has been placed in my spirit. Um, and I'm coming from Hebrews 10, and I'm reading 4 through 7, first of all. And it says, "For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and of goats should take away sins. Wherefore, when he cometh unto the world, he said, Sacrifice and offering thou wouldst not, but a body hast thou prepared me. And burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin thou hast had no pleasure. Then said I, Lo, I come. In the volume of the book it is written of me to do thy will, O God." And 8, it says, "Above, when he said, Sacrifice and offering and burnt offering and offering for sin, thou wouldst not, neither hadst pleasure therein, which are offered in the law, by the law." And then I'm going on from 11 to 18. It says, "Where every priest standeth daily ministering and offering oft times the same sacrifices, which can never take away sins. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of God, from henceforth expecting till his enemies be made his footstool. By one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified, whereof the Holy Ghost also is witness to us. For after that he said before, This is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, said the Lord. I will put my laws in their hearts, and in their minds will I write them. And their sins and iniquities shall I remember no more. Now, where remission of these is, there is no more offering for sin." And then it goes on. I'm going to skip to like 25 to 28. It says, "Nothing forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses." And then I'm going on to 30, 31, 33, and 34. "For we know him that had said, Vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, said the Lord. Again and again, the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Partly whilst ye were made a gazing stock both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly whilst ye become companions of them that were so used. For ye have compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance." And then it goes on to say in 35, "Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward." And then 36 says, "For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise. For yet, 37, a little while, he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul have no pleasure in him. And then 39, it says, but we are not of them that draw back into perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. Okay, so I've read to you some of Hebrews 10, and so the understanding that I gather from this is that back in the days of Moses and before Christ, Israel partook in sacrifices to God, animal sacrifices. But it says that it is not possible for blood of bulls and goats to take away any sins. So it was like they did the sacrifices to cover the sin, but it couldn't take away the sin. So what had to happen? Christ had to come in a body prepared is of sinful flesh, sinful nature, in order to have victory over sin, death, hell, and the grave. He was prepared. Jesus was prepared. His body was prepared to take away the sins of the world, but it's according to your will. You know, if you allow God in your life and believe and trust what God has done for you, then you're saved, set free, and delivered according to the will that our Father has for you, and because you submitting yourself to Christ. So it says, in burnt offerings and sacrifices, sin has no more pleasure. God didn't have no more pleasure in the animal sacrifices. What pleased him was the sacrifice that Jesus did or made on the cross for us, the price that he paid for us for a penalty of sin that came across mankind. Let's see what else. And it says that, but this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of the Father. So what he's saying is, this sacrifice that Jesus made was for one and all. One and all. You know, whereas you had to repeat the sin sacrifices and all the sacrifices with animals, Jesus died for the sins of the world, one complete death. So he didn't die one time, he ain't dying no more. And then so as we're saved, set free, and delivered, it says in his word, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together. It is important that the saints, that the saved people gather together, whether it's in church or gather together, you know, to celebrate what God has done for us, what Jesus has died and completed on the cross. And he goes on to say that, you know, when people come against you for the sake of the word, it says that vengeance is mine, said the Lord. The vengeance belongeth to me, unto me, I will recompense, said the Lord. And again, the Lord will judge his people. So, and it also goes on to say that for you need to be patient, that after you have done the will of God, you receive the promise. So there are benefits to being saved, set free, and being in God's grace and mercy and his plan and in his will for us. Salvation is free, and all we have to do is walk into it, grasp it, and love on it. So trust God, trust Jesus, and trust the process, because he will never leave you astray. He will never leave you nor forsake you. And that's the short and sweet Bible study that I complete. Thank you, and have a blessed day.